Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently wanting to conquer a bunch of territory off over this way. And honestly, I'd like to go after this state next, Rugium. We can definitely get a lot out of this guy, and I was just looking in the claimants here, and I found this fine gentleman right here. Now, he's not currently willing to come to our court, but that's mostly due to our lodging standards. If we can handle this thing real quick. Sure, we can't wait. And then we'll head into our court grandeur. We can bump our lodgings up to absolute max, and then we can bump down our other categories to compensate, to keep us above 10 court grandeur. So that is fantastic. We'll go ahead and do that, and this will actually cost us a little bit less than what we've got right now. So we'll go ahead and do so. That is fantastic. And now if we take a look at this guy, we are expecting that he is still at 0, but now we send him a gift to gain 202 opinion. Wow. Okay. He's 57 years old, but that's okay. We're going to invite him to our court. He's got a pressed claim. Now they have 2 kingdoms here. I'm not sure if we're going to get the whole thing by doing this, but let's take a look at what we've got. We wanted to press this guy's claim. We would get the whole thing. Now, we don't have the prestige to do that right now. We certainly do need to work up our prestige levels. That is for sure. One thing that we could do, of course, is we can make titles to do that. We can transfer this guy over to Jur, and I would happily do that because we're above our vassal limit. We can usurp the Duchy of Auvergne, and where is that? That is off over here? Sure, we'll go ahead and usurp that. That will get us some prestige, and then that would go to this guy here. So we would grant that title, and he can figure out what he wants to do with it. So that's perfect. What else can we create? We can create 99 titles here. We're going to create kingdoms, and we're going to keep those for ourselves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. We could also do what exactly? Well, we could ransom this guy for some cash. I guess that's okay. And this guy for a little bit more cash, too. We don't have way too many held duchies. Okay, we should not hold these duchies. This needs to go to... Hang on. Where are you? Yeah, this is the one we want. Transylvania, we do not want. That can go over to this guy. So, not only recent titles. I didn't realize we had all these. This must have come when we revoked those titles last episode. So we're going to transfer that title over. And how many other too many duchies do we have? We have 4 more. So Polotsk is going to go up over here to this king. And that will improve their opinions of us pretty dramatically, actually. I wish there was a search tab here, but we want Polotsk. There we go. Cool. What else do we need? Igbaland. So that goes down over this way and ultimately to this vassal here. So we're going to grant him the Principality of Igbaland. There we go. And will he convert? Actually, he would. So we'll go ahead and do that. And Sanang, that's out over here. That needs to go to this guy. I didn't even realize we had this issue, but here we go. Actually, no, it doesn't go to this guy. It goes to his liege. This guy. Cool. He remains our vassal, and he can do whatever he wants with that. And then Darfur. That would go to, let's see here, your account. That would go to the king that controls this area. So we would grant that title over. Principality of Darfur. Fantastic. So they're no longer upset about having too many duchies. That is very good. Of course, we're going to have to hand out duchies, but we can create kingdoms and we can hold those unlimitedly, which is, in my opinion, a little bit wild. But we can hold as many kingdoms as we want. So we're going to do that. We need what, like 4,000 prestige to do this, I think, to do this war that we want. The Roman Kingdom is an empire level title, but we'll still do that. Apparently we are now Augustus. Cool, that's gaining us an additional half a point of prestige per month. We can change this guy's contract. We will get higher feudal taxes. There we go. And then we will continue to create a few more kingdoms. I didn't realize this would be this cheap, in all honesty. I would have done this before we went negative last episode. So there we go. That's another one. And we need how many more? Not many is the answer. We'll create that kingdom and this kingdom. And I think that's enough. Let's check. What do we got here? 5,000. Okay, so we need a couple more. That's fine. We've got plenty here. We can always create duchies and hand those out if we need to as well. So we'll create this kingdom and this kingdom. The kingdom of Armenia is not created, which is kind of hilarious. But that's okay. And we can create the Persian Empire. And the Kyrgyz Khanate. Like, there's a lot of prestige we can gain there. But we don't want to overcap our prestige too much. If we die with that prestige, we lose it. So we just want to get enough to do this, which is now 9,000. Oh, that's forced vassalization. I clicked the wrong CB here. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so we press that for 5,400. And how much is this going to take in terms of troops? He's only got 13,000. So we can raise up our troops like over here and just head south to north, or rather north to south. Sounds good. Blessed be Ahura Mazda. That guy decided to swap over to our religion. We're going to raise around 20k here. That'll be fine. We don't need more than this. And our men-at-arms will arrive in 5 days. There we go. And down we go. This guy wants to hold the kingdom of Roman Transalpine Gaul. Okay. How powerful is he? 8,000? Honestly, we might want to just give it to him. Where is he? Okay, this is the king of Illyria. What is the de jure here? That's Roman Transalpine Gaul. Honestly, he can have it. I don't really care. That's not going to make him that much more powerful. So, Roman Transalpine Gaul. Here you go, buddy. Have fun. All yours. We don't care. We just don't want that going to other kings, if at all possible. Like, we don't want that splitting up on death. What is his... not this one. What is his primogeniture? Okay, no problem there. That's absolutely fine then. Cool. We're going to move on down this way. We're at 9% war score. Make that 18. Okay, we should probably actually have regalia. There we go. And I guess we can get this. It's fine. Not the best, but it's fine. Okay, we'll just continue to push through here until the war is won, which will be relatively shortly. There we go. We're not sure where his troops are. Oh, there they are. Okay, that's completely fine. We're not going to have any problem taking this over. And this is just a very quick way to take over a realm like this. Honestly, I kind of feel like this is too quick. I don't know. It's a little quick, that's for sure. Like, we can get a ludicrous amount of territory from this. Granted, it will increase our vassal limit. We'll have to do something about that eventually. These guys are just chilling down here. We're just going to siege our way down there. Come over to Yugoslavia next. There we go. And these guys are walking over this way. They're a little bit spooked by our army. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about chasing them, honestly. We're at 68% war score right now, and that's just going to get worse for them. 73%. And down to 70. He won a siege somewhere. Oh, up over here. Okay, sure. As an allied force, I think. Well, we do need a new chancellor, and we will put in this king. Skill 27, not bad. Not bad at all. 74% war score, 79%, and 83%. We do have an available perk here. I think we'll go towards flexible truces. That'll be just fine. Okay, 84%. Somebody claimed our throne. What a jerk. He's not very powerful. We don't really care. These guys coming in up over here? Sure, they can do that. We're gonna head up over here and siege and spook them probably. But I'm not actually planning to attack them unless they remain here for some stupid reason. Okay, they're remaining here for some stupid reason. I don't have a reason for why they would do this. But okay, we're gonna head in here and fight them. They're getting reinforced, but this doesn't matter. The war is over. We'll let that battle finish. And there we go. And just like that, all of Rugium is in our territory. Cool. So that was a very large land grab. Absolutely huge. And we gained a favor hook on this king, obviously. Why wouldn't we? We are going to eventually need to deal with our vassal limit, but the question becomes, to what end? There's no external threats that can threaten us. Are there internal threats? I don't know. Maybe. So I wouldn't mind going after this tiny little kingdom here. We could do a king claim. Yeah, this is a little bit expensive on the claim titles, but we're going to be giving it to this guy, who is our rival. But that's okay. We're going to give it to this guy rather than vassalize this guy, and I think that's a better way to go about it. So that'll be fine. We will raise up our men-at-arms only here, really. That's all we really need. And they'll head on in. We'll get that cleaned up. And then we can start turning towards cleaning up some of this territory down over this way. Or we can go back to Africa. Any of that would be fine. I kind of want to get Europe cleaned up, though, if I'm honest. We've got 35 days left on this gather. These guys are going to run off. That's okay. We're just going to siege. That's not a problem. I would like to go after this fine gentleman. We may or may not have a CB on him. We'll see. This would be another good place to do a claimant on. This is a pressed female claim. We may or may not be able to do that. I can't remember whether it's pressed or not. I think it's unpressed female claims that we can't press ourselves. So a pressed claim should be fine, in theory. I think that's okay. We're going to come up over here, finish this siege, and that will finish this war. That's not a problem. All of this will become our vassal territory. Perfect. No issue there. Next up, we could go after this location. I mean, once again, that's not a huge land grab, but it's okay. I mean, we're definitely cleaning up this whole Germany area. I like it. So we can declare on this guy with any of these CBs if we wanted to, but we don't want to. We instead want to look at his claimants and invite this lady to our court. She would join. And I'm not sure if she did or not. Okay, yeah, she's our courtier. Fantastic. So then we come in over this way. Sure, show him in. We'll take the 80 gold. And we declare on this guy for... Yeah, we can't actually press that. Okay, so that is because she is a female courtier. I just wanted to check that. That said, once he died, we'd be able to, because it would be a female heir, assuming that this is not a male child that she's pregnant with. But I think instead, we can just ignore her claim and go after someone else's. I'd like someone who is not on death's door, like this guy. He would not join because he is his league's champion, or his liege's champion, rather. This guy has a pressed claim, but he's a champion as well. What about this guy? This guy would join. He has an unpressed claim, but he is male. He's only 44, so he's not in imminent danger of dying anyway. That's a lot of people wanting to get people out of prison. I guess we'll go through these while we're waiting for the courtier to show up. Let's see here. That's okay. This is okay. Lots of this going on. Our courtier showed up, right? Not yet. Okay. Taking a little bit of time there, but that's fine. These are continuing to be okay. This one's not okay. Okay, did that courtier show up? No, not yet. Did they decline? Or are they just traveling? They may be traveling. Okay, we need this kingdom. Look at claimants. And it was... Did we invite... No, it wasn't this guy. It was one of these. I'm not sure. He had a pressed claim, I believe. It was this guy, wasn't it? Well, he's not in our court. We might have to find a different courtier. I'm not sure. Or he might still be on his way. He might have accepted another offer, though. That is a possibility. This guy wants Roman Ratia. And honestly, that's okay too. as long as he's on primogeniture, which he is. So we will grant him the title of the Kingdom of Roman Raetia. There you go, buddy. That's completely okay. We don't mind that. Cool. All of those are acceptable. And as far as this goes, yeah, not here yet. So they should have been here by now. I think that they accepted another offer. So we are going to try to find someone who's not ancient. This guy's 43. He has an unpressed claim he would not join. So we need someone who is male, who is not ancient, and who would actually come to our court. Okay. That guy's kind of ancient. 51. 41. This guy might be a good option. Yes. We invite him to court. He should show up here shortly. Yes, there he is. Now we can put him on this throne. Beautiful. That's going to cost us 3870, so we're going to need to make ourselves some more titles here, because this just powers through the prestige. There's no doubt about that. We can grab this kingdom and this kingdom. Is that all of the kingdoms and empires at this point? Is this just duchies left? No, there's more kingdoms up here. Beautiful. We'll make 2 more, and that should do it, if I remember correctly. 3780. Okay, I thought it was 3480. That is my fault, but we will go ahead and make the Kingdom of Romania. And now we can declare this. Forced vassalization? No. Claims. There we go. Perfect. He has access to a grand total of 3,000 troops. Okay, that is a tiny amount of troops. We'll raise our men-at-arms. And in we go. We'll do the same sort of claim on Sinonia, Treveria, and Dumnonia. And these down over here as well. Maybe a couple over here. But we're going to transition fairly soon into doing Holy Wars again. This is just more efficient on these kind of awkward-sized realms over here that we don't really have much for claims on. So that'll be fine. We're going to head in over here and siege as soon as we're done raising up our troops. They are sieging up over here, but that's completely fine. We don't care about that. They can do this all they want. Embrace Ahura Mazda, and this will be your home. Fantastic. So we'll grab this over here, and we're going to head over this way, grab these, and then make our way to their capital. Or maybe fight their forces for the free 50% war score. We'll see. We do have a new perk available. We'll take flexible truces. Oh, this isn't part of this realm. I'm dumb. Okay, we'll walk over this way. For some reason, I was thinking this was part of the same realm. It's not at all. Not even close. Well, I mean, it's close. It's literally adjacent, but that's fine. Okay, let's siege this down, hit their capital. They're going to finish this siege up here. We'll see where they go after that. And their capital will fall very soon. 10 days left on that one. There we go. We got his son and heir there. That's a huge deal. We may finish up from just this siege. No, we didn't. But we're going to catch his army up here, and that will end this war, for sure. No problem. And this territory is all ours. Beautiful. Again, that creates another new vassal. So that's not necessarily the greatest thing. We can look at some of these down over here and see if we can press de jure claims on them to try to sort them into kings that we already have. That would probably be for the best. So a de jure here would be good. What about here? We don't have any de jure here. None at all. Okay, what about you? We've got a little bit of de jure there, but I'm not really too interested in that. There's a lot of people with claims here. Are any of those claims good, though? The answer is absolutely not. They are not. Okay. This guy can be forced vassalized, so we can do it that way, in theory. He does have some de jure, but not a lot. What about these out over this way? No de jure. Yeah, a lot of that we don't really have de jure on. So that's okay. We will just go ahead and conquer this area real quick here. That will not take long. We'll greedy raise and see if they let us get away with it. It looks looks like they will. Yeah, this looks fine. No problem whatsoever. So this war's already won. There we go. That's a de jure claim. Get that cleaned up. 15 more days. Decline that artifact demand. Very rude. And we will enforce our demands there. Cool. And there's that war over. So next up, I would like to go after, like, this guy. We could do a forced vassalization on him. That'd be 1,400. We could get away with that. We can transfer this countess over, and we absolutely should. Just to drop our vassal limit a little bit. And what else can we grab here? We can grab the kingdom of Carthaginian Cyrenaica, and we absolutely will. And the kingdom of Mordvinia. Sure, we'll grab all of these. All of those kingdoms. We're holding off on the duchies for the moment. We're holding those kind of in reserve. And I don't think we're going to go for this last kingdom here either. So that should be fine. Was that? Yeah, that was a contract change that we have available. We will happily do that. And then we are, of course, going to declare on this fine gentleman for a forced vassalization CB. At this point, we're just gobbling up everybody. We're making huge gains in short amounts of time. We have not gotten Sweden yet. That's something we should do eventually. We could do that right now, actually. Let's do it. Okay, so we see that Sweden has some troops out over here. That's kind of fun. We're going to take care of these guys first, so we'll raise up our men-at-arms here. And I guess we'll head in over here. Probably more efficient to raise here, but it's okay. This ransom is unacceptable. They're sieging here. Looks good. The very loud war declaration music will be over soon. They're going to finish up their siege here, but that's completely okay. They're running away. Not shocked by that one. We're going to hit their capital here, and we're just sieging our way towards them right now. I want to fight their army, but we want to hit their capital first. There we go. And we'll head up this way. We'll see if we catch them up here. Yeah, we're not going to. So I'm going to siege this first. And now we'll head in over this way. Looks like we catch them here. We do. Okay, so that's great. That should end the war. Once we catch this force, anyway. There we go. And we're going to go up and siege Gotland. Sounds great. We do have a dangerous faction. That's unsurprising considering what we're doing right now. We'll vassalize this guy, and then we'll head up there. I would like to deal with this eventually, but what is this? Peasant rabble. Okay, we don't care about that. Peasant rabble is completely and totally fine. No problem whatsoever there. Someone just created an independence faction. That's kind of funny. Completely and totally adorable. These guys just de-sieged this province and are now re-sieging it. I feel like that's not how that's supposed to work. But, okay. I mean, the war's over, so... Sweden no longer exists. We're going to disband these guys, and we, of course, need to hand out Visby. And the duchy can be created and also given to this guy. Actually, technically, it's a principality. And then we're going to also create the Kingdom of Sweden, which is awkwardly only Visby. And then we'll grant that on over to this guy. Actually, no, we won't. We're going to grant him to, like, Estonia. Because I do not want to have him as a vassal. Cool. Because we're already well over our vassal limit. And that is a bit of a problem. Well, there we go. That was a lot of territory that we got there. By driving out the Muslims and restoring Zoroastrian rule over the entirety of the Persian Empire, a pious ruler may be recognized to be Zoroaster's prophesied Saoshyant, the chosen savior of the world. Huh. We may want to do this at our next life, when this guy takes over. He's not looking so good. He has great pox. Perfect. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue our ridiculous pace of conquest. And maybe deal with some rebels. We'll see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.